Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. We are from Group 7 of Computer Organization and Architecture. Today, we would like to present about Intel X86 and ARM operation type. Firstly, I would like to introduce my group member. Firstly, myself, Muhammad Hanan Aiman bin Sugiman. Metric number is 073805. Next, PHICHET anak lelaki Tawin 072522. After that, Muhammad Daniel bin NORAZLAN 073836. Cik Wan Haziq Farhan bin Cik Wan Muhammad TEPEY 072604, and lastly Muhammad AZZAM bin Muhammad 073166. This is table of contents. Firstly, abstract. In this abstract, it is about Intel X86 and ARM are two types of microprocessors that are used in a variety of devices. We want to find the difference between this microprocessor from the structure design and the type of instruction set architecture they use, and a set of instructions that they can execute. Lastly, to investigate the reason why CISC is best for performance and RISC is best for power efficient by researching the structure, design, and architecture of each microprocessor and their characteristics.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Daniel bin NORAZLAN. Now I will proceed with the introduction. Central processing unit is generally composed of main memory, control unit, and arithmetic logic unit. CPU only performs its function when the CPU is given any specific instruction. CPU works on performing some calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division using a specific execution unit. The most popular microprocessors are Intel and ARM. Now, let's move on to Intel X86 operation type. Intel X86 processors support a wide range of operation types. The goal was to give tools for compiler writers to build efficient machine language translation of high-level language called return instruction, memory management, status flags, and condition codes, and x86 SIMD, single multiple data instruction, are common in Intel X86. ARM operation type. ARM is based on a 32-bit and 64-bit version of multi-core processors of RISC, which is Reduced Instruction Set Computer. ARM contains load and store instruction, branch instruction, and data processing instruction. ARM CPU instructions are reasonably inapplicable with a very close connection between micro-ops and the number of instructions. ARM comprises the limited number of instructions to be used.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Cik Wan Haziq Farhan bin Cik Wan Muhammad TEPEY, and today I will present to you about Intel X86 and ARM about the design, architecture, and structure. Intel X86 design, structure, and architecture. The structure of Intel X86 based on complex instruction set computing (CISC), which provide larger number of machine instruction for a wide range of hardware and software system. The instruction set is designed to be comprehensive and flexible, allow it to support wide range of operating system and programming language. The feature of x86 architecture is use variable length instruction encoding, which allow for the large number of different instructions to be encoded using relatively small number of bits. This allows the architecture to be efficient in terms of amount memory and storage required to store program, as well as the amount of time needed to execute instruction. Another feature of Intel X86 architecture is support for backward compatibility, which means the newer x86 processor is able to run software designed for older x86 processor. This has helped to ensure the widespread adoption and long-term viability of the x86 architecture. The characteristic of Intel x86. Number 1 is complex instruction set computer (CISC) design. The x86 architecture is based on the CISC design, which provide a larger number of machine instructions for a wide range of hardware and software system. Second is variable length instruction encoding. The Intel x86 architecture use variable length instruction encoding, which allow for a large number of different instructions to be encoded using relatively small number of bits. Third is register. The Intel x86 architecture includes the number of different registers: general purpose register, floating point register, and segment register, which used to store data and intermediate result during execution program. Number 4 is memory management. This architecture includes number of features for managing memory, including support virtual memory, which allow program to access more memory than physical available on the system. Number 5 is interrupt. The Intel x86 support interrupt, which allow processor to respond external event and signal. Number 6 is multitasking. The Intel x86 support multitasking, which allow multiple programs to be executed currently on the same processor. Number 7 is compatibility. The Intel x86 architecture designed to be backward compatible, meaning the newer processor able to execute program written by older processor. Now, I will present about ARM operation type. Advanced ISC machine, ARM, an architecture that is used in the design of many types of microprocessor. One key feature of the ARM architecture is use of load store instruction, which means that only load and store instruction can access memory. All other instructions operate on register within the processor. This reduces number of memory access required and helps improve performance. ARM processors are microprocessors that are based on the ARM architecture. They are used in wide range devices including smartphone, tablet, and other portable devices. ARM processor designed using modular approach, which allow manufacturers to customize the processor to meet and specific needs of their application. ARM processor can be customized in terms of instruction set, clock speed, and other features. Overall, ARM processor is widely used due to efficiency, low power consumption, and high performance. Now for the characteristic of ARM. Number 1 is reduced instruction set. ARM architecture use reduced instruction set with smaller number of instructions than CISC, complete instruction set computing architecture like Intel x86. Second is load store architecture. ARM use load store architecture, which only load and store instruction can access memory. This helps simplify design of the processor and reduce the number of transistors required. Number 3 is register-based. ARM architecture are register-based, meaning that data is stored in register within processor rather in memory. This can make architecture more efficient as accessing data in register is faster than accessing data in memory. Number 4 is pipeline design. ARM architecture use pipeline design. Instructions are executed in stage, allowing multiple instructions to be processed in parallel. Number 5 is interrupt. ARM support interrupt, which allow processor to respond external event and signal. And number 6 is multitasking. ARM support multitasking by allow multiple programs to be executed on the same processor.
Next, we are continue Intel x86 and ARM processor in major performance advantage and disadvantage. Intel x86 major performance. Intel x86 is developed using complete instruction set computing (CISC) architecture and performance core at the high performance CPU core. Because it is using this small complete structure provide various functions and elements in the CPU architecture performance that have the potential to support massive data and massive code trade applications, which we find an attractive part of the overall value proposition. Advantage: Intel x86 processors are compatible with a variety of software, This means it can run application and operating system on 86 processor without worry about compatibility issue. They have a bigger instruction set and make them very sophisticated and advanced, which let in you to do a variety of complex calculations in a quick quantity of time. Intel 86 calls for an assembly language that is straightforward to implement because way less cost than handwiring hardware. Disadvantage: Intel 86 accelerates power consumption and heat generation because those processors are also too complex and intricate of the instruction due to the long record of development. Intel 86 processor don't extra in a single processor. Each clock speed is a little bit slower when compared to a ARM processor. Writing and running easy software will depend upon the complexity of the hardware. To simplify the software, the processor need to be complete. Next, ARM processor. In major performance, the ARM processor is the one of the central processing unit based on the reduced instruction set computer RISC architecture for computer processor. It had relatively atomic instruction with a very close correlation between the number of instructions and other micro-op. ARM processors use methods to optimize performance and increase efficiency by taking a software approach to enable the processor to execute more millions of the instructions per second. Advantage: In power consumption, the ARM processor manages power more efficiently because it uses less in executing one instruction at a time and only requires less hardware. ARM processor try to perform only one thing per instruction, and it can execute difficult commands by merging them into simple ones. ARM processor instructions only take one cycle at a time, thus maximizing the speed of the operation while minimizing the execution time, and it allows supporting more registers to allow less time to load and save value to memory or cache. Disadvantage: The data is processed slower and less performance because it's more focused for the minimization of the size and focus on autonomy. Compatibility issues remain harder toward the overall adoption of ARM-based processors to the use in computer. ARM processors depend on the quality of software, program or app written through developer.
Assalamualaikum, I am Muhammad AZZAM bin Muhammad, and today I'm going to present about the conclusion of this project. In conclusion, microprocessors are critical component of every modern computer organization and architecture, as they are responsible for executing instruction and performing various of tests within a device. Intel X3 and ARM are two types of different microprocessors that have different characteristics that make them suitable for different types of application. ARM processor use reduced instruction set computer RISC architecture, which means they have a smaller number of instructions and they are executed more quickly. They are small and power efficient, making them well suited for use in portable devices such as a smartphone and tablet. Compared to Intel 86 processors, which are larger and consume more power. On the other hand, Intel 86 processors are more powerful and can handle more complex tests. making them popular choice in use for desktop and laptop computer. In general, Intel 86 processors are good choice for devices with high performance, while the ARM processors are good choice for devices that require balance between the performance and power efficiency. To summarize, the use of microprocessor is important to the modern computer and other electronic device. The choice between different types of microprocessor play critical role in determining the performance and the compatibility of the device.